Well, hello, my YouTube family. Yeah, since Pop has his new schedule, which I hope is temporary, I am videotaping like pretty much as soon as I get up the stairs. So here I am at what time is it? 6:19. 6:19 p.m. people. And here I am, lips of the day and plus other things to talk about. Let us do lips of the day first, and you understand where I'm coming from today, right? Red. Yes, honey. Today was a red day. I felt like being all in red today, except for my pants, which are black. So that is the color of the day. And I lined my lips with plush red because plush red goes perfectly with this particular lipstick, which that in love sigh when you're in love with somebody. Well, I'm in love with a lipstick. I've done a lip look on it before. It is a Revlon Super Lustrous. You cannot go wrong with Revlon Super Lustresses. And it is number 740. Certainly Red. 740. Certainly Red. A classic. Look at this beauty. Look at this beauty. This is one of the classics, people. A classic red. Look at it. Blue-based. Classic. Certainly Red. I mean, come on. Hello? Come on. Look at it. It comes with its own little sheen. It stays on your lips forever and a day. Does not travel. Does not go anywhere. Where you put it is where it's going to stay. And this is lips of the day. Certainly Red, honey. I love this red. I don't know why. I don't know why I still have this much of it. With as much as I love this red. It should have been like down to a nub. Then again, I don't wear red every day. So, of course. So that is lips of the day. Okay. There are a couple of things I want to talk about. Nothing, mean or malicious or anything of that nature. As a matter of fact, I want to celebrate here I go. I want to celebrate two YouTubers one is Rock's mom. I think that's RXMOM. I think that's how she goes by. Her name is Patty, but she is 71 years old, people, and doesn't look a day over 50. I don't know how she does it, but she's got these weekly what's in my basket. Like she uses up makeup for a week and she shows you what's in her little red box. That's what she calls it, little red box. Those are my favorite videos of hers. I don't know why. I just got hooked onto them and they just became my favorite videos of hers. So I look forward to, oh, my chain is making me look all disheveled. They're just videos that I look forward to watching from her. She's a little Southern belle. She's got a little Southern accent and she's just adorable. I will post a link to her channel below, and I will also post a link to a channel of the next woman that I am quite fond of. I don't watch many of her videos, but that is going to change, honey, because I subscribed to her. And she posts on my videos every now and then. But I thought I was subscribed to her, but it turns out I wasn't. So I subscribed immediately. And she goes by the name of, Sis, my girl Sis, you're going to have to help me out here. Is it Shernice or Sheranice? I will post a link to her channel as well. The reason why I want to celebrate these two women is because they are women of a certain age. And Deb as well. That's right, Deb. I'll include you in it too. Mrs. the Doll. We are women of a certain age. And we're not getting any younger. But at the same time, we are better than ever, I think. because we are all in a, it's almost like a clique, almost kind of like a unique club that 40 and up or 50 and up. We just, we kind of like bond together, and we share each other's ideas, and it's just a wonderful thing. It's a club that you have to grow into, literally. And I'm not trying to be funny. The 20s, you guys that are in your teens, your 20s, and even your 30s, you're in a separate club. We've been there and done that. And we know what you're experiencing, although, some of you are moms and married. I have to keep out of that because I am not married and I have never had children. So in regards to that, I am out on my own. But the 20s, the teens, the 20s and the 30s, we've been there. We've done that. You guys are still, like, especially the 20s, early 20s at that. You guys are going through some angst that you think is the end of the world, and we have already gone through that angst, and it's like, really? That's what you're complaining about? For real? We don't mean to mock you. It's not a mocking situation, but no matter how many times we try to tell you this too shall pass, you're not going to believe us until you actually pass through it. And then you're going to look back and say, for real? That's what I was getting all upset and getting all high blood pressured about that? Really? So the teens, 20s and 30s, you guys are a club onto yourself. Now the 40s is almost a club within itself, because now you even though 50s is midlife, 40s is a different thing. 40s, you kind of feeling your oats. You're kind of like, okay, I know who I am. You think in your 30s that you might know who you are, and you may well know who you are in your 30s. But there's something about turning 40 where your feet are firmly planted on the ground. And if you don't know what you want by then, I don't know what to tell you. But in your 40s, you're knowledgeable. You've got knowledge. You've got wisdom. And then when you cross into your 50s, then it's like, to hell with everything. What used to make you so uptight in your 50s is like, take me as I am, and if you don't want to, then screw you. I'm not going to lose sleep over the fact that maybe you don't like me. I'm not going to lose sleep over the fact that you're calling me names behind my back. I really don't give a big flying. That's in your 50s. In your 50s, you're like, I'm going to do what I want to do anyway, whether you like it or not. I'm a grown ass woman, and I can do pretty much whatever I want to do. You can't stop me. And I'm not going to bite my teeth wondering why I've lost a subscriber, or why I've lost, a friend or whatever. In your 50s, it's like, oh, well, you either ride or die with me or you don't. Oh, well. So I just wanted to celebrate those three women. That's right, Mrs. Vidal. I'm going to post your link too. Even though I've posted it a number of times, I'm going to post it again. So 3 links to look forward to when when you watch this video. You'll see the 3 links. There is Mrs. Vidal, which is Deb. There is, I think her name is Rock's mom, or iRock's mom, or something like that. And her name is Patty. And Shernice, I think that's your name. Or I know there's a V in there somewhere. I know I'm mispronouncing your name, but I will post a link to you as well. And I think the video that I watched of yours yesterday, when you said that there was going to be a change in your channel, that's what made me want to say what I want to say. So I'm grateful that you said what you said, and it made me want to, tip my hat off to you. So thank you for that. So that's one thing that I wanted to talk about. The other thing that I want to talk about, when something just irks you. I know I may be being petty, people. I may be being petty, but it has been bothering me, and today was really the end all be all of it. A coworker of mine came by the desk today, and she was wearing this absolutely sensational lipstick. It was like a pinky purple kind of a thing. And I asked her what the name of it was. And she said it was like pink. She said it was Pink Orchard. And then I said, oh, can I take a look at it? And I looked at the bottom. It's Pink Orchid. This is what people have a problem with. The words are orchard and orchid. They are spelled similarly, but they are two different words. They drive me insane. She kept saying it was Pink Orchard, Pink Orchard. I said, no, it's Pink Orchid. ORCHID is orchid. You have to remember the I did. When you see orchid, ORCHID, it's orchid, like the flower in orchid. She kept calling it Pink Orchard. Orchard is ORCHARD, like an orchard. Try to remember it. If people out there are having problems with these two words, try to remember it as orchid is a flower, orchid is a flower, orchard apples, orchard apples. When you see the A in the word orchard, it's not orchid, it's not the flower. Orchard apples, like an apple orchard. I don't know if they have apple orchards. The orchards of pumpkins. But let's not. Orchard apples. Orchard apples. Orchid is a flower. That's the only way I can help you remember it. It drove me insane. It drove me insane. It drove me insane. She kept saying, thank you, Nancy, thank you. And I said, what is it again? What is it? And she almost kept saying Pink Orchard. I said, no. She said, Pink Orchid. Orchid. I said, yes. Orchid is a flower. Try to remember it as the I in the word is a flower. Is, I-S, I-D, I-S-I-D. Orchid is a flower. Orchard apples. R-A-R-D, apples. If you see an A, it's for apples. Orchard, that's the way you pronounce it. Orchid is an apple. O-R-C-H-I-D is pronounced orchid. Not orchid. Orchid is a flower. The flower is an orchid. There is a flower called an orchid. I know people. Some people say I should have been a teacher, but no, I don't think I would have had the patience. Oh, when I was about like 6 or 7, I wanted to be a teacher because I used to like to write on the board. It takes a little bit more than that. So that's what I wanted. I wanted to express that because it drives me insane. It drives me literally insane. It drives me to drink insane. Orchid is a flower. Orchard apples. A-R-D, orchard. And that's the way you pronounce it. Orchard apples. Orchid is a flower. I is flower. A, apples, orchard. Okay, that's the vocabulary and spelling and pronunciation lesson of the day. That is it. So let me know what you think of this beautiful, beautiful red. I love this. I love all my lipsticks. Let's face it. But you know, red. It's just. I just love it ever so. And MAC. I haven't changed my foundation. It's going to be MAC for the rest of the week. I only have 2 more days left, so I'm going to wear my MAC satin finish, and then February. Well, February 1st is Sunday, so February 2nd is Monday, I guess. So Monday I'll be changing to most likely my NARS Sheer Glow. Most likely. So I'll let you know about that. And the powder that I'm using on top of my MAC satin finish is my L'Oreal Bare Naturel. It's this one. Y'all know I want to finish this thing badly. Look at this. It is in the shade Honey Glow. I don't know if y'all be able to see that. Honey Glow. Right there. Number 43. 434. Excuse me, 43. 434. And this is Honey Glow. So, and remember I told you I have 2 Honey Glows, but one is darker than the other one. I'm going to use the darker one for spring, summer. And this is going to be still fall, winter. So, I still have a whole hell of a lot in there. But I do want to finish it up. So, that's the powder that I've got on top of my face. Just to let you know. But it is not going to be a face of the day. This is a definite lips of the day, honey. Okay? So, that is all. That is it. I am going to post 3 links on the bottom in the subscription bar, and I will be waiting ever so for your comments. And that's it, people. That is all. I don't have anything else. I wrote the 2 notes for myself to remind me about the orchard and orchid, and to mention the Y tiers that are 50 and growing strong, honey. 50 and growing strong. 50 and up. And Patty being 71, who looked like she's 50. She's beautiful. She's a really beautiful lady. She really is. So that is it. That is all. That's it for today. I'm done. This is Lips of the Day. Nothing spectacular happened at work. You know, they had Cutie working like a beast because his co-worker that works with him was not in today. So I barely got a chance to see him at all. So he was like all over the place. So that's it. That is it. That is all. That's it for tonight. Tonight is what, Wednesday? Is tonight Empire? Wednesday we got something. We got something on Wednesday. Is Wednesday Empire night? I think tonight is Wednesday. Tonight is Empire, right? Either way, honey, my girl Cookie and Lucius. I know Miss Thing thinks she's gonna be in the middle of them because she's engaged to Lucius. But so what? The chemistry is hot and heavy between Lucius and Cookie, honey. Y'all gotta watch Empire. It is the dish of all dishes. Oh, and speaking of television, let me tell you what happened to me at lunch before I go. I was eating lunch by myself. Here's another thing. Oh, Lord, I do have things to tell you. Okay. I started out eating lunch by myself for quite a while. I had a table to myself. There's a big television in the eating area. You can't really hear anything, but you know, you could read. And it's always on HSN, which is like sports and stuff like that. And they got news and all of that. So I was eating by myself. Didn't need anybody to eat lunch with. Didn't want anybody to eat lunch with. But then here comes a coworker. And, you know, she kind of took a liking to me and whatever, and realized that I would have lunch at the same time that she did. Okay, fine. So one thing led to another, and, you know, days would go by, and every day we'd wind up having lunch together. So then it became just the 2 of us, and we would talk and chit chat and do this, that, and the other. Then a third party came and started to have lunch with us. He just decided to inject himself in our table and started to have lunch with us. And then slowly, as each day was going by, I kind of noticed that the 2 of them are flirting with each other. Now, mind you, she is married, but she's going through a separation or divorce or whatever. And I don't know what his deal is, but he does have a child. So I don't know if he is just a baby daddy or whatever the case is, because he doesn't talk about a woman in his life. So they started flirting. And I started feeling like a third wheel. This week, now it's Wednesday. This week, Monday, I didn't see them. Yesterday, I didn't see them. So I'm figuring, oh, okay, they realized that they got something going on with each other. So now they probably just changed their lunch time and decided either to go later than me or earlier than me, and then just not have lunch with me at all. Y'all it ain't hurting my feelings. I was fine eating lunch by myself. I did not need anybody. You guys injected yourself on my table. And it became nice to have lunch with somebody, but I could take it or go, or take it or leave it. Either way, so today he comes up the stairs to give me something. And I just said, okay, let me just tweak and just find out what's going on. And I said, hey, so-and-so, how come I don't see you having lunch at the same time that we used to have lunch anymore? Oh, now lately, I sometimes have lunch earlier, or I sometimes have lunch a little later. It's just been a little crazy. It's just been a little crazy. And I said, oh, you know what? Then whatever happened to so-and-so? Because she and I used to have lunch before you came along. Oh, I think she's out sick. I said, oh, she's out sick. Oh, I'm sad. I hope she feels better. But he could not look me in the eyes. His eyes were all over the place. Well, she's probably out sick. And I said, just a lying fool. Just a lying ass fool. And I didn't go any further with it. I said, okay, I didn't say I miss you. I didn't say, oh, I hope to have lunch with you again. No, because I'm fine having lunch by myself. I'm an only child, people. I am used to being by myself and enjoying my own company. So you guys can flirt and do whatever the hell y'all want. I never asked you to come and join me in the first place. You guys injected yourself on my table. So you want to feel guilty about something, that's on you. Okay. So I had to tell you about that. I was in the middle of telling you about something else, wasn't I? And now I forgot what it was. Did it have something to do with Empire? Because I don't know if Empire's on tonight or not. Anyway. Yeah, didn't I have something to say about Miss Thing? And she's engaged to Lucius, but yeah, okay, whatever. The mind, honey, is a terrible thing to waste, especially when you're getting older. Because if you think about it and you don't write it down immediately, it'll just leave your head. Like sometimes you'll go to a room and then you'll wonder why you're in that room. 2 seconds ago, you knew why you were walking in that room. And then you go into that room and it's like, I'm here to do what again? I was here to pick up something. Wasn't I here to pick up something? It'll happen. You youngins will laugh all you want to. Your turn is coming. Your turn is coming. In any event, that is it. That's what I wanted to tell you about. Meanwhile, I was having lunch by myself. Okay, I was having lunch by myself, and the table next to me, 2 guys, they were talking about Better Call Saul. You don't know how badly I wanted to just jump in and have the conversation with them. One of them was talking about one was watching. I think he must have ordered the DVDs of Breaking Bad. And the other one was telling him, oh yeah, you got to watch Better Call Saul because it takes place before Saul met Walt and Jesse and all. And I'm eating my lunch and I'm listening and I'm like, damn, I want to jump into this conversation so bad. I really wanted to just jump into the conversation with them. I didn't. But I was smiling to myself every time they were mentioning, and Walt is this and the other one was talking about Better Call Saul, and he was talking about the episode that I just watched, or that we just watched. And I was like, damn, I really want to jump in this conversation. But, you can't do that. So that's what I wanted to tell you. That's really what I wanted to tell you before that whole other lunch nonsense. In any event, that is it. That is all. It's almost half an hour. It really didn't mean, there was no need for it to go any longer than, 4 minutes earlier than it is now. I love you. I love my YouTube family. Hit me up. Let me know what you think. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Okay? I love you. Bye now.